If you call me Aboki Abigail, I will not be hungry because what? This suya tastes exactly like the one an Aboki made. Because what? Come on, let me teach you how to make this in your home and you don't have to wait till night before you eat your suya. You understand what I mean by that? Because in Nigeria, you only see suya at night. Suya is not sold in the afternoon. So let me teach you how to make your own anytime, any day. So I'm just using the beef that I got in the store and I'm just trying to cut it thin, so that the way those Aboki you'll be cutting that meat, they will cut it king. So I'm just trying to split this up and just cut it into tiny bits so it can be easier for the whole spices and everything to enter into it, and so I can enjoy it. So you can see how I'm cutting it into tiny bits and everything. And the suya pepper that I used, popularly known as yaji, is the one I got from the Hausas in the Kaaba, like their suya Kaaba in Abuja, Nigeria. I got this from Nigeria, and I'm just soaking in that skewer so that it will not get burnt easily or faster when I have the meat placed into it. That is cold water that I introduced into it. Then now let's spice up our meat. I'm adding the suya pepper. The suya pepper in this container is not the one that came with the container, it's the one I put into it myself. And I'm just adding different spices. I use the mint spice, the jack seasoning, the garlic, the nigella seed, and every other seasoning, just spices to your taste. There's no particular spice, but a major spice that you must put into it is the soya spice. It is very, very important. Okay, so I added the seasoning cube, I added salt, and I put enough oil so that, to bind everything together. And this is just me just mixing everything together. As for me, I love to eat my suya with noodles. I love cooking my noodles with suya. How do you like to eat your own suya? Some prefer to take it with gari, some prefer to take it with bread, but I prefer my own to be taken with noodles. It tastes heavenly, especially if you go to a private university and you cook that noodles in the electric kettle. That is another gist for another day. Let me tell you, if you've not tried it, that's a hint for you to try. So this is just me putting in the beef onto the skewer and just placing it nicely. And after this, I would just put or soak the suya into the suya spice itself, like the original suya spice. I'll just soak it, bury it, marinate it, caress it with the suya spice, the original one, This tastes heavenly. So back to the story of if you go to a private university and how to cook noodles with your electric kettle. Another hint to drop for you. Do you know that when you boil your water in the electric kettle or electric jug as you might call it, if you do not cover the lid, the water will continue boiling and it will not trip off after boiling? Do you know that hint? If you do not know, that's another hint for you. For those staying or schooling in a private university that you are not allowed to cook. And now, after that cooking in the kettle, just pour in your suya. I tell you, you will not want to eat a noodles that is cooked in the pot. Trust me. So after I have done this, I caress it or I just brush it up with oil just to ensure that it's cooked well. Do you understand? See how they are nicely placed, like beautiful, isn't it? I know it is beautiful. I was waiting for you to respond. So yeah, I just brush it up. I brush it up with oil and I put into the oven. And this is after 45 minutes. The suya is ready. It is ready. And as usual, I took mine with noodles anyways. What will you take your own suya with if you had to have it with you? Do not forget to like and subscribe. Bye.